Hi everybody, Refresh here. Having enjoyed the Shadows Over Innistrad set so much, I decided to go back and dig into my collection of older booster packs and see what it was like to play Innistrad as a sealed deck. So what I have here are 6 packs of the original Innistrad set. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up and see what I get, and then build my very first Innistrad sealed deck. Because I had missed the original Innistrad when it was out. I did play during the Return to Ravnica block, and so at that point I bought a whole bunch of Innistrad packs, but I never really opened them because I was too busy looking at new stuff to really go back and play with the old stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these and build my sealed deck, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff inside and be able to build a pretty cool sealed deck. That's the hope. Alright, Forbidden Alchemy, Elder Cathar, Cressig Wolf. Some of these are looking quite familiar. Wooden Stake, Maw of the Mire, Orchard Spirit, Abbey Griffin, Sensory Deprivation, Slayer of the Wicked. Oh, that's pretty good. Trepanation Blade. Huh, interesting. So it does the grinding effect every time it hits. Or when it attacks. Gallows Warden, it's pretty good for spirits. Reaper of the Abyss, wow, we're already starting with a 6/6 flyer that kills guys each turn. That's pretty bonkers. Alright. Ooh, and we have a foil Desperate Ravings, which is pretty cool, and Uvenwald Mystics as the flip card. Pretty cool. Alright. Wow, Reaper of the Abyss. That's a bomb. You could really just destroy a lot of things as long as I kill a card each turn. Curse of the Oblivion. Crossway Vampire. Oh, I think that got reprinted in the latest set, didn't it? I'm not sure. Wooden Stake, again, Moment of Heroism, Fortress Crab, Spectral Flight, Chapelgeist, Pitchburn Devils, Caravan Vigil. Okay. Boneyard Worm, that's not bad if you can get a bunch of cards in your graveyard. Alright. Rage Thrower, Gavany Township. Works pretty well with green-white, I guess. If I'm in those colors. I'll keep this out for green-white. Instigator Gang. Attack creatures you control get +1/+0. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's always nice to get 2 rares in a pack. Vesterhide Boar. That's more of the morbid thing. Hysterical Blindness. Makeshift Mauler. Exile a creature from your graveyard. Huh, okay. So you need creatures in your graveyard to cast that. Bump the Night. Vampire Interloper. I remember that guy. M13, I think. Selhoff Occultist. Traitorous Blood, Moon Mist. Huh, interesting. One-Eyed Scarecrow. Interesting. Diregraph Ghoul, not bad for a 1-drop. Ghost Quarter, that's a modern staple these days, I think. Morkrut Banshee. It's not bad. It's almost like removal on a stick. Charmbreaker Devils. Very good if you have the if you are playing a sorcerer's or instance deck. Handwear Watchkeep, which, alright, so you go from completely defensive to completely offensive. Interesting. Wow, some of the art, Frightful Delusion, that's pretty frightful. Ashmoth Hound, it's pretty good. More of the Mauler. Feelings of Dread, interesting. Vampiric Fury, it's pretty good. I remember using that somewhere. Did it get a reprint too? I'm not sure. Naturalize, classic. Typhoid Rats, always useful. If you're playing black, Harvest Pyre, okay. It only works if you have things to exile. Mulch, okay. Burning Vengeance, so that kind of draws you cards, but it's just lands. Best if you need lands. This is part of an archetype, as you can tell, casting stuff from the graveyard. This is pretty good. Wreath of Geists, yeah, it's an aura, I'm not sure. Champion of the Parish, definitely for the humans deck. And it looks like Throbbing Sentry is my extra one. Alright, so it just turns into a bigger creature when you lose a creature. I see. Okay, let's open it from the bottom then. It's more Hysterical Blindness. Voiceless Spirit, that's pretty good. Ghoul Caller's Chant. Okay. Orchard Spirit, again, it's not bad considering what it is. Sensory Deprivation. Travel Preparations. It's not too bad. Ghoul Razor, pretty good recursion if you got the zombies. Chapelgeist. Mask of Avacyn. Guess that's okay. Rolling Temblor. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's a board wipe. Morkrut Banshee, always good. Bloodgift Demon. Yeah, that's pretty good. Spirit Token. Another Throbbing Sentry. Looks like my bombs are in black. Unruly Mob, another Ashmoth Hound, a Woodland Sleuth, an Ancient Grudge, Curse of the Pierced Heart, Urgent Exorcism, Manor Skeleton. Interesting. It's kind of weird. Spidery Grasp, One-Eyed Scarecrow, Spectral Rider, it's pretty good. Make-A-Wish, Invisible Stalker, it's part of the all the banned hexproof decks I used to see. I got a rare dual land, second Spirit Token, and Gat Staff Shepherd. It's not bad on the back side. Even on the front side, it's not bad. Alright, so let's take a look and see what's good. In white, it's pretty good. That's less good. This can be good. These guys are not bad value, but it's definitely not something I'm going to be looking forward to. Flyers are always good. Like I said, flyers are always good. Champions, only good if I have a lot of humans, so I'm going to put this behind the humans. That's good, because it makes flyers after it dies, so it's actually a pretty good value. Feelings of Dread, it's not that great. I guess getting flashback for it's not too bad, but I'd only play it if I'm definitely in white. With these Chapel Geists and the Voiceless Spirits and Spectral Riders make white seem pretty good. Moment of Heroism, it's just a trick. It's a better trick than Feelings. This, giving my other spirits a boost, is pretty nice considering that, you know, my number of spirits is not bad, and getting a 3/3 flyer for 4/5 isn't bad either. Slayer of the Wicked is removal on a stick. It only works on certain types of creatures, but you know, there's a lot of those in this format. Zombie, werewolf, and vampires. It's mostly black, red, and green, but it's definitely something worth playing. I mean, this is looking to be a pretty good deck. And another flyer. All these flyers are pretty good. And Elder Cathar, it's not bad. I mean, it works with the humans, and I have a number of humans. If I'm playing with another human-oriented color, like maybe green, or then yeah, this might be white might be pretty good. It doesn't have much in the ways of removal, but it's got a lot of really good evasive creatures and some good synergy amongst these humans here. Blue. This guy is only really good if you can suit him up with auras, and this is not the aura that you want. It's not a great piece of removal, and neither is Hysterical Blindness all that good. It's kind of like a bad fog, I guess. These guys aren't bad if I have ways of getting guys into my graveyard. This is, I guess it could possibly be good as a tempo play and getting the benefit off the creature, but it's not terribly impressive either. This is a way of getting those cards into the graveyard. So blue is not looking great right now. Yeah, I'm not even sure why I'd want to use Memory's Journey. That's just a 2-for-1, a possible 2-for-1. Although getting in a hit that hard is pretty good. And if it sticks, it's especially good. So maybe. Say not as good as a guy. It's not terribly good. It's a blocker, but I don't know if I need a blocker. Okay, blue's looking a bit on the weak side here. There's some card selection there, and filling my graveyard, but I'm not sure if I want that. It depends. I mean, if I have some sort of flashback centered or graveyard recursion oriented deck, that might be useful. So that's conditional. So far white is definitely stronger than blue. This guy's blocker, this guy's a bomb. This is pretty good. This gets back zombies. No, this is a spirit. Interesting. That might be good if I have zombies. That's not only good if I have a lot of zombies. The rats are always good. The banshee's good. 2/2 for 1 is pretty good. Interlopers is good too because it flies. Bump of the Night is not terribly good. I mean, it has flashbacks, so it might fit in some sort of Burning Vengeance deck, I guess. This is sideboard tech. Reaper is a beating and a bomb. Destroying a land is also sideboard tech. So it looks like black is kind of like white in the fact that it has a lot of well, it has 3 really good evasive threats. This one really good evasive threat, and this guy is also pretty good just as a beater and also drawing cards. So black's a maybe. Black's a pretty high maybe just because of the bomminess. But the fact that this requires 3 black does mean that I'm gonna have to, and you know, the Banshees require 2. It does mean that I really do need to be all in on black. Also, I don't have very many zombies, so there's not a whole lot to resurrect. I guess if I teamed it up with blue for these zombies, but even then, it's not. I mean, I need to mill to get it, so maybe, maybe. See how red looks. 1 damage each turn. That's sideboard tech. It's pretty good attacker. That's a really good clearer. This is only if I have enough flashback spells to make it work. So that's very dependent. This is possible removal later in the game. This is if I'm playing vampires. It does not look like I am. I have like 1 or 2. Hound is not a bad guy. This one is not a terribly... It's not the best werewolf. I guess it blocks, but it's a bit on the slow side. I guess I can force it to flip and just, you know, charge in and attack it as a 5/5, which isn't bad. So I'm gonna keep that as a maybe. Charmbreaker Devils are pretty good. Let's just recast your instants of sorceries. It gets big, so that's pretty good. And then Traitorous Blood, well, it's okay. Not quite as good as that, which is pseudo removal. I guess I should say it's removal. These guys aren't bad either. Being able to turn into a big guy that buffs your guys, that's not bad. Reach throw is is alright. Another one's just alright. Best if I have ways of killing my or their creatures. So it's a maybe if I'm in this. Pitchburn's pretty good if I'm in this. Crossway Vampire. It's not bad either. Okay, red has a bunch of decent creatures. Desperate Ravings. Discard a card at random is a little rough. And then Keswick Wolves. 3/1 getting first strike is not bad. So red is modest. It has some decent guys. But I'm wondering if going black and white might be my best bet right now. Let's see how green looks. It's a decent werewolf. Just your average 2/2 to 3/3. Even at regular stats, it's not bad though. Returning random cards from your hand is not terribly good. It's a combat trick. This at least gets you a body on top of possibly getting a card pick at random, so it's okay. It's not great. This is decent if you're playing white, but it's a sorcery, so it's not a combat trick. It's not great. Orchard Spirit's pretty good. It's basically a 2/2 flyer. And this one, I don't know. I'd have to be able to mill or get a lot of guys in my graveyard. So I'm gonna put that down here. And this is the way of doing that. But I'll put that down here too. That's entirely unnecessary. And then this, I don't know. I'd have to have a lot of werewolves and transformers that are human to start. It's just 1 in green. I think I have a number there, but I don't know how much I want to just instantly transform my guys. And then kind of fog out non-humans or non-werewolves. It's not bad for a big beater. Boneyard Worm is dependent on getting stuff in the graveyard. Creatures in the graveyard specifically, so that's kind of a maybe. Again, it might require mulching or something like that to be good, but it's possibly good. Getting a land, fixing, it's not bad, but it's again maybe. 5/5 regenerator. It's not bad. Okay. So green isn't like the splashiest color here. It's not bad, but it's also not especially good. It's got some decent beats. And it's got a couple flyers, you know, that are spirits. You know, the evasiveness is pretty good. I feel like, though, going white and black might be the way to go. It's got good creatures here. I don't have like great removal overall. Yeah, I don't really have very good removal at all, actually. I do like red to some degree too, but black is just so much beefier and beatier. I mean, red has good low drops, but I think these guys are pretty good low drops too. So let's try black and white. Black and white, good stuff. Let's see how it goes. And I have some potentials here. I don't know how good these are. Scarecrows as ways to fill in the curve. That's Defender. I don't think I like the wooden stake very much. This is interesting though, because it's ways of potentially milling, but it's not consistent. Ghost Court is not bad if I have to deal from the sideboard to deal with bad lands, or you know, dual lands or something, like if there's a problematic land like a Gavany Township. Mask of Avacyn's a maybe, depending on what I'm doing here. But let's take a look at this right now. See what kind of curve we can put together. So you're at the top, you're the boss. 5, 2, more 5s. Those are kind of like removals. That's not bad. That'll get back that one guy, but otherwise it's a 2/2. I don't know how I feel about that. All of these are definitely not in game. 2/2, 3 manas. These guys are pretty good. 5 mana, which buffs these guys too. Griffin at 4, Slayer of the Wicked at 4, Elder Cather at 3, Mausoleum Guard at 4, Lulu Mob at 2, my guys are gonna die, 4, Champion of the Parish. How many humans do I have? 1. I want at least 6 humans before I even think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still don't know. I think if I play this guy late, he's really not going to be good at anything. And it looks like I have no removal, aside from possibly blowing something out with the Slayer of the Wicked or killing something with the Morkrit Banshees, which is kind of bad. I mean, I'm going to have to play combat tricks or something in order to get there if I'm going to do it this way. Because these colors don't have... I have nothing that will just kill a guy and trigger these things. So, alright. I don't really have any ways of triggering Morbid or killing things, really. Except getting my own things to die. And I don't really have any sack outlets. Do I have any kind of removal in any colors? I mean, Harvest Pyre? Is that... Rolling Trembler? Like... Is that all that I have? I don't even really have much in terms of combat tricks. This is actually very, very light on combat tricks even. I mean, I could play a Spidery Grasp, maybe put in some green to this batch. But yeah, this is actually really light on removal. I'd have to play red if I wanted any sort of directed removal. I mean, fortunately, I do get things like Pitchburn Devils if I did play red. And then, would I play red instead of white? I mean, it's possible. It's 6. Rolling Tremor blows up all the things that don't fly. Harvest Pyre can do probably a couple damage. Instigator Gang is pretty good. These are not bad ones. It's not a bad Wolfie. That guy's not bad. This guy is also not terrible, but not very good, obviously. That lets my guys get in. This is potentially good, a 3-drop. That only helps vampires, and I barely have any vampires, so that's not very good. Neither is that. Burning Vengeance, if I could have done it, I would have, but it's not very good either. I kind of think that maybe this is it. Maybe I mean, am I just gonna do this? Like, play all creatures and a moment of heroism? Maybe some artifacts? I don't have any ways of killing guys with artifacts, though. I don't. Yeah. None of this will do it. The Mask of Avacyn doesn't really help putting hexproof on a guy. If there's nothing to really proof. Okay, so this is not very good. On the other hand, I could splash green for the Gavany Township, which is pretty good. I wonder if going white-green is better? I mean, I have some kind of recursion. Still no real removal. The Orchard Spirits aren't terribly good either. But okay, how many cards is this? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. At the end of each end step, this happens, right? It's not bad. Each end step. I mean, that means that you don't want... I mean, I could just... This guy's a must play. I think he's just too good. And if I'm gonna be this deep into white and black, I think I just stay here. Possibly trade out even without any removal. Splashing green for the Gavany Township. Cause that's just ridiculous. Being able to put a counter on any creature, each creature I control. That's, yeah. Blue, yeah, too weak. It doesn't really synergize well with anything. Red has some really good things, but I think overall it's not quite there either. Green has some good creatures, but it has the same problems as white, and white has a lot more airborne help. So I think this is it. Let's let's make this deck. It is gosh, it's all creatures, 1 spell, and yeah, it's all creatures and 1 spell. I mean, I might add this in if there's some really bad spirits, but alright, let's see how many lands I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17 to 15, so I would want 3, or this is 1. I'll just do 8 and 8 plus the township. Or no, not 8 and 8. 6. Like, this is the only thing that needs a forest, right? I don't want anything else. Is there anything else in green that's absolutely worth splashing? I don't think so. Can't even play that. Yeah, there's nothing in green worth splashing except for the Gavany Township. So just 2 forests? 3 forests? 7 plains and 6 swamps? No, with 3 of these I definitely don't want 6. So 2 forests, 7 and 7, and the Gavany Township. Alright, let's go get the lands. Alright. Forest, plains, swamp, forest, forest, plains, swamp, plains. It's 3 swamps and 3 plains, 4 swamps, 4 plains, 5 swamps, 5 plains, 6 swamps, 6 plains, 7 plains, 7 swamps. Alright. So I got 7 plains, 7 swamps, 2 forests, the Gavany Township, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 creatures. And that is the least amount of spells I've ever put in a deck. Thank you, and I'll be also doing one more to make a sparring partner for this.